Today we are going to be talking about monitoring your unsubscribe process with Stack Moxie. Google recommends a simple one-click unsubscribe as a best practice for compliance. So we'll be showcasing that use case. Simply log into Stack Moxie and click Create Scenario. You're going to want to go from scratch. And we're going to start in Puppeteer. First, we're going to navigate and fill out a form. So for this, you want to use a form that has an email send. So this can be any form with an email send that has an email with an unsubscribe link in it. You want to make sure this is evergreen, so it's always running. Simply drop in your URL, and Stack Moxie will go to the website, scrape the page, and fill out the form with dummy data. Now, this is where you want to start building out the rest of your scenario. So then we're going to choose our system of record of where the lead enters, and we're going to use Marketo. And we're just simply going to check that the lead got into Marketo after the form submission. We're going to drop in our any email token. We're going to select our partition. This is development and demos. We select our field, which is going to be email address. And we're going to say it should be set, making sure that the email address arrives in the system as expected. The next thing we're going to do is just add a couple of retry steps so that we have time for the lead to sync into the system. Next, we're going to check that an email was sent. So we're going to go into our email inbox and we're going to check email count. This is going to tell you how many emails were received by this end user and ensure that only one email is sent every time the form is filled. So we're going to select one email. We also need to add wait steps to this to give it timing. So we're going to give 5 minutes for that email to send. Next, we're going to check the links. So we're going to drag in email links and we're going to check the first email received. So what's going to happen is the tool is going to click each link in your email and ensure that it goes to a page and doesn't 404. This inherently will unsubscribe the lead when they click the link in the email. Next, we're going to check that the actual unsubscribe occurs in the system. So we're going to go into Marketo one more time. We're going to check a lead. We're going to add our any email token. We're going to choose our partition. And we're just going to say unsubscribe should be true. We also need to add a 5-minute wait for this to give time for the lead to process. Now we're going to name our scenario. We're going to put it in a folder. And then we're going to schedule to run once a day. We're going to save and run. Stack Moxie is now going to navigate to the page, fill out the form, and validate the journey that we have written in our scenario. So as you can see, the form is filled out, and now we're checking that the lead got into the system. And then we're checking that an email was sent. We're clicking all of the links in the email. And now we're going to check in Marketo that that lead has been marked as unsubscribe. and the lead has been unsubscribed as expected. We now have a monitor on our unsubscribe process that runs every day and ensures that people who are unsubscribing from our emails are having their request honored as expected.